Well, hello, school counselors and school counselors to be. Thank you guys so much for coming to my channel, The Inspiring School Counselor. And today, you guys, we're going to be getting into a year in review. Just the things that I've implemented, the things that I didn't implement or didn't get a chance to. It's just all different types of things that I have to talk to you guys about, and I'm happy to be able to do that. First of all, let's just talk about how fast this year has went by. This year, to me personally, has went by so fast. It feels like it was just yesterday when we were welcoming in our students and getting them settled in the classroom, just making sure that they're all set and ready to go. But to know that it's already, summer break, it has definitely flew by for me. And even though it went by so fast for me, there were still a lot of things that I did within the school year, especially if you guys watch my videos off and on this year, you will see the different things that I was able to implement and do. And so I just want to talk to you guys and share with you all just, the ins and outs and just what I have to look forward to for this next coming year. First of all, the big thing that I want to talk to you guys about, and especially if you guys are subscribed and you hit that notification bell, you guys will already be up to date and know that I am going to be going to another school this year. So I have been working in a primary setting for 3 years now, and I am glad to say that I'm going to be moving on. I'm still going to be working in an elementary setting, except it's not going to be pre-K through second grade. It's going to now be pre-K through fifth grade. So I get a chance to really just be with some older students. So third through fifth grade. And, I'm really looking forward to that and building relationships with them. I think I got the pre-K through second grade down, but it's the third through fifth that I'm going to, I'm looking forward to, and just knowing where they are at. What are the conversations that they are having and all that good stuff. So first, let's talk about the things that I was able to continue to do of what I did last year. For one, I was able to keep my same schedule with delivering lessons. I was really happy about doing that, especially with me getting a new principal in this year and kind of just learning her. And gratefully, she was able to, or she allowed me to continue to keep my same flow of how my scheduling with lessons and different things of that sort. So, and if you guys don't know, I am not a part of the Related Arts rotation, and that is such a big help. It really is, especially when you have different things that arises throughout the school day. And so you have different events and things that you have to do. So being able to continue that same schedule was a big help for me. I also was able to keep doing the school store. I absolutely love being able to provide the school store for my students, and so that they can have something to look forward to, for one, when they come to school, also so that they can have something to look forward to whenever it is that they are doing a good job on their work and they know, okay, I get a chance to get something in return. And so I was really happy about being able to continue that, because once again, with having a new principal, things could possibly change. And gratefully, I did not have that experience that some people do have. And so being able to continue that and keep that going. And let me tell you, some of the teachers, they really did enjoy it. They know that the kids absolutely loved it. And so I was happy to be able to continue that. The more things that I continued this year was doing like fair share responsibilities. So I still had lunch duty. I still had morning duty and afternoon duty. But the great thing about it this year is that last year I was doing it Monday or Tuesdays and Thursdays, morning car duty, and I had to be there like 7:15. So I had to get up really early, especially with having a 50-minute drive, to make sure that I'm at the school at 7:15. And so I would do that in the mornings, and then I also had car duty in the afternoons. But this year, I actually only had morning and afternoon duty once a week, and it was on the same day. So Tuesday, I would have office duty where I would be inside, and I would be able to work the office at 7:15 in the morning. And then I have bus duty that same day in the afternoon. I would get off probably about 3:40 around that time. for bus duties. So that was something that was definitely a new thing that came along this year that I'm so happy I was able to work out with my principal. So now let's get into some new things that I did this year. For one, it was implementing more small groups. Even though I did like a small group last year, which was with students that had social anxiety or behavior issues. But this year I was able to implement small groups that dealt with worrying, friendships, leadership. And so I was really happy to incorporate those particular small groups this year. Another important thing that I was able to be a part of was I was actually able to be in on data meetings this year. And I did not do that last year whatsoever. And I do highly suggest for you as school counselors, if you can, to be a part of those things. Now, I know if you're working in that high school setting, you might not be able to be a part of it as much, but especially if you're in that elementary, maybe even middle school setting, to be a part of those data meetings, because then you're able to, see the students that are really struggling or might be on the verge, that you can hopefully implement different things to help them, as well as you're able to kind of get an idea of different lessons that you should teach to just help them academically. And also, if you are the 504 case manager, then you're able to have students on your radar that also might benefit from having a 504. And you're also able to see if some students that have a 504, if they're even benefiting from it academically or behaviorally or socially. So being a part of those data meetings and looking at attendance and testing scores and so on, that has definitely been an eye-opener, especially for me, and being able to learn a little bit of that side. I wasn't able to go in there as much as I wanted to this year, but I was able to go in there as much as I could, and I absolutely enjoyed it and I loved it. I do also want to talk about something new that I implemented this year that I didn't do in previous years. And just to give you guys some context, we actually had a faculty meeting with my principal, and she began to talk about how she wanted us to talk to the students about our standards and what they're going to be learning that day and going over our standards with them. And she wanted everybody in the school to do that. And so with that being said, that was something that was new for me, but it was easy to incorporate. So before I would start my lesson, I would have my standards written on the board, and I would just ask the students to look towards the board, and then I would read what it is that we're going to be going over and talking about for the day, and then I would jump into my lesson. Another thing that I've noticed this year that has been different, especially from previous years, is that I wasn't called as much for behaviors. And that is very much different. I know when we got this new principal that came in, she was just really intentional about letting the teachers know was that to call me for behaviors, especially the behaviors that, break out in the classroom or happen that really the principal should be dealing with. Now, me personally, that was neither here nor there to me, because I love to be a part. I love to help out with the students. And I understand also that the principals are busy. And so being able to kind of be relieved from that and having the principals deal with that, it was just like, so what am I supposed to do? I've been dealing with it for so long because I was always that one that they called for so long. And so that was different this year, but also I was able to, just be on guard just in case that they do call me. But still, I guess it was still a sense of relief knowing that, okay, if it is that I'm busy with doing something and I hear over the walkie-talkie that a student is throwing chairs, I won't have to be put in that position, so it's different. It's definitely different. So what are some things I'm going to be looking forward to in this next coming year, especially being at a new school? My main focus, you guys, is building relationships with students and faculty and staff, okay? That's going to be my main thing, getting to know everyone and kind of just finding my rhythm. I know I'm leaving a school where I was very much involved in doing like different events and small groups and just different things like that. And so coming into this new school, trying to figure out how the school works as a whole And so that's going to take some time, and just being able to, be a part of the culture and the team, and just figuring out just different ways that I can help and things that I can implement to just help the school as a whole. So that's going to be my main focus. And of course, I'm going to be bringing you guys along with me on the journey as I am maneuvering this new school year at this new school. And I'm going to be just filling you guys in on the different things I'm going to be doing and implementing. And I'm glad. I am so happy for this new school year. I can't wait, because I don't want to rush this summer, y'all. I want to enjoy this summer, but when it comes for me to go back to work, being at this new place, I am definitely looking forward to it. I thank you guys so much for your time. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, as well as hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. I'll see you guys next time.